It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. We look at this Browns defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How about that play for Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2022 he had? Former 6th-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
On first down, it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
I know that play went for no yardage, right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a
tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second and 7. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Chubb. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Our 2nd down throw for Purdy. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Purdy bootlegging it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense of...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this out past the 25. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Purdy will look to throw again here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's 3rd and 3. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson off play action. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, 54. 26. 24.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Down the right sideline. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. Throwing here, Purdy. Escapes the sack. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Sterling Shepard. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with now his 2nd touchdown in this 3rd quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get into him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball on the the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Purdy. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. But they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Landry. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Niners get a bit closer. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now here's Johnson. Johnson now returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he coughed it up. And that was scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Browns send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Landry now on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A second down throw for Purdy. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 9.
Hey, 59!
Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 5. Strong again. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. And this one a 41-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. That one good for 26 and a first down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.